Welcome, I'm TSC Tyler, and today we're going to be seeing what age is the best in NBA 2K. So basically, I made a team of every age, except for at the end, it got a little weird because there's not many like 38-year-olds or 39-year-olds, but you'll see what I did. This team is the only 18-year-old in the league, Jalen Duren, and then a bunch of 19-year-olds, so Paolo Banchero, Jabari Smith. Next team is 20-year-olds, Jalen Green, Josh Giddey, Sengun, Mathurin, Pokashevsky. So you kind of get the vibe here of like, how it's gonna go. Then the teams start getting better now. LaMelo, Maxi, Ant, Evan Mobley, Cade, and then the 22-year-olds: Zion, Halliburton, Garland, R.J. Barrett, Tyler Hero, and then the 23-year-olds: Luca, Ja, Jaren, Anthony Simons. So basically, I moved around some people's positions to make it work. So like Luca doesn't naturally play small forward, but he is that build, so small forward works for him. But this is probably the second best team in my opinion, or possibly the first, and that is the 24-year-olds. They have Jason Tatum, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Trae Young, Desmond Bane, then De'Aaron Fox, who's going to be a backup point guard, Robert Williams, DeAndre Ayton, Jared Allen, Miles Bridges, Lonzo, Michael Porter. Like everyone, almost everyone in this team is at 80 overall, and they have a lot of depth for being such a young team. Then we have the 25-year-olds led by Bam, Jaylen Brown, Booker, Donovan Mitchell, Sabonis. But I think the best team, I mean, maybe the Clippers are better, but the Heat, the 27-year-old team, they have Giannis, Jokic, Porzingis, Randall. Like they have superstars and they have depth. Like all these people are in the rotation, so it's 80 plus all the way through. Then the 28-year-olds are the Hornets. They have Embiid, Siakam, Jeremy Grant, Fred VanVleet, Rozier, Capella, Smart. It's a solid team, just not as good. And now I think this is where it starts getting worse. So you have Anthony Davis, Beal, Brogdon. Then you have Irving, Gobert, Valanciunas, Tobias Harris. Then the Knicks have Kawhi, Middleton, McCollum, and Vucevic, and those are the only 80s. The Lakers have a little bit better. They have Dame, PG, Klay Thompson, Drew Holiday, Draymond, and then John Wall as their 80s. And then the Magic are the 33-year-old team. They have Jimmy Butler, James Harden, DeRozan, Bogdanovich, and then Westbrook is almost there. And then the Mavericks have Katie and Curry, so it'll be interesting to see just how much superstars can carry a bad team. The Nets are 35-year-olds. This team is awful. Then this is the last team. It consists of some 36-year-olds, 37, 38, all the way up to Udonis Haslam, who is 42 years old. This team is led by LeBron, Chris Paul, and then Horford and Lowry, kind of. But this team is so weird on depth that LeBron is playing shooting guard. But that's it for now. I mean, I'm going to go into some 2 years of this so we can get a little bit of progression involved. So maybe the younger teams can have something. Um, but I'll go ahead and see you at the playoffs. So looking at the MVP for the first year, and it's Giannis. So Luka doesn't make it, I guess. So I believe the only team that didn't make it is the Nets. Yeah. And they were on the East, so we had 11 teams in the East, 7 teams in the West. The only team that didn't make it was the the Nets. So they're bad. We know they're bad. So on the East, which is where it actually mattered, the Bucks, which is the second youngest team behind the 76ers, they lost. New York lost, and they have the 31-year-olds, and they lost to the 19-year-olds. So that's surprising. 22 beating 23. We're gonna sim a few more games, and Miami takes care of business. Chicago is up on Atlanta, which is kind of surprising, and Cleveland wins. Charlotte, so Embiid takes out. I believe that was Jimmy Butler and DeRozan. So now we have young, old, 29 old, 27 young, 28 young. That's more young than old, I believe. Um, we have the younger team winning almost every series. Actually, half of the series. The top are being won by. Or this is older team, younger team, older team, younger team, and the Lakers get taken out, and then the 22-year-olds get taken out, and the Nuggets go through. So LeBron is carrying this team. He just dropped 63. Okay, let's look at this. and the Bulls beat the Hornets. Derek White tried. I got just LaMelo put his old team to sleep, I guess. So now we have 28, 22, or no, yeah, 28, 21 actually, 24 olds. And they swept LeBron. So after all he did to get here, they killed him. So now we have the matchup that I assumed was gonna happen. Actually, it's just the 28-year-olds versus the 24-year-olds. And honestly, the Clippers are better. Game 1, Game 2, Game 3. So the Heat take 1. I'll give them a Simcast game. I don't think it's gonna matter though, because I think the 24-year-olds are just better. We'll see though. Miami's trying to keep it alive. I should have jumped in that game. If we get something like that, then I'll do that again. But we might not. It shouldn't matter. Okay, well, I said I was gonna do it, so we'll jump in. Yeah, we'll jump in. Okay, so Clippers gonna be fouled. Tatum could not ice the game, but make it very difficult. He misses one. If he misses this one, then all they need is a bucket. So he makes it. So Miami's gonna be down by 2 now. They're gonna give it to Zach LaVine, which I don't know why you're not putting it in Giannis's hands. LaVine drives, backs up. He's at the 3-point line. He gives it to Giannis, and Giannis is gonna send them to overtime unless the Clippers get a bucket, but I'm not sure if they can. They shouldn't give it to De'Aaron. Tatum. Yeah. We're just gonna simcast in overtime. Okay, so overtime, the Clippers just stomped the Heat out. So the 24-year-old team wins the championship, and I have a feeling they're gonna run it back because they're gonna get better. But the 24-year-old team is apparently the best age in the NBA. So I mean, we're gonna start from the oldest to the youngest and see where they start to change. But LeBron's team is getting worse. No surprise. Mike Conley goes up. Oh, what is ruining my video. Okay, well, anyways, old team starting to get worse. Still getting worse. There'll be some people that are on the teams, but you'll get it for the most part, I guess. The 29-year-old team stays somewhat the same. Same with 28. 26, DeJounte gets better. Grizzlies, they're starting to improve. Oh, man, the 24-year-old team is going to be nuts. Lonzo goes up 6. Tatum goes up 3. Aiden goes up 3. This team is going to be deadly. Doncic's team is going to be good, too. I think every young team is about to run the tables this year. Zion's in 96. Harrow's in 88. Garland went up 5. LaMelo went up 5. All these young teams are going to be scary. Year 2, Tatum wins MVP, which is kind of just what I expected. And I don't know. It's not going to end well, I don't think, for the rest of the league. LeBron's still kicking it. Anyone surprising? Harden, I guess, still doing good. Giddy is probably the youngest person we've seen on this list. That doesn't matter. So after round 1, 27-year-olds, it's going to be a struggle, beat the 19-year-olds. 23 beat 22. 21 beat the 26-year-olds. And then the young guys beat the 28-year-olds. So, yeah, these young guys improved a bunch. This team is nuts. LaMelo, 93, 89, 87, 88, 90, 90? Dang. Wait, how are the Nuggets the 4 seed? What? How'd this team get better? I mean, obviously they got washed, but I don't know. Round 2, we have a bunch of young people here. And, yeah, obviously that team's going to be still crazy. Right to the Bucks, they're almost there, though. The Bulls... Oh. The Bulls beat the Heat. Okay, so the Clippers are probably gonna win this, but the Bulls will be here. Okay. Okay. Oh, good job, Bulls. Good job, Bulls. Oh, the Bulls might force a game 7. Whoa. Good job, Ant. Game 7. Game 7. Can the 22-year-olds beat the 24-year-olds? Oh, please make it a game. Please make it a game. No! So the 24-year-olds win, but the 22-year-olds are there. So I guess the conclusion, the league's very young. Hope you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new. Give me ideas if you have any, and I'll see you all next time.